Thanks for being with us. We do our fall preview for the Penn State field hockey team. Brian Tripp joined by the longtime head coach of the Penn State field hockey team, Char Morett-Curtiss. Char, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Brian. Thanks for having me.
So last year, certainly 35 years now.
Yeah.
Never anything quite like that. So what do you take out of it as a coach? How do you grow? How do you learn from that experience?
You know, I actually enjoyed last spring. I was very, very hesitant because just the history of spring weather here, ever since I was in school, just you're always expecting snow or sleet. And we were training inside prior to the season. We never had a chance to get on a full field. And what I would say motivated me throughout the coaching role was just the adaptability of the players and the unity of the players. We competed every game. So knowing that we have that behind us is something that we actually will build on going into the fall season.
Does it help that now things are a little more fresh because you had just trained and competed and you jump right back into it in August here?
You know, I would say yes. I would say yes. You know, some of the Big Tens, we certainly had a great look at some of them twice. So we really had a chance of how to figure out how we're going to, what we're going to do to change our strategy, anticipating what they may change. So I think going into the Big Ten, which won't be, you know, for obviously another month or so, I think we've got a keener expectation of what we can look for from the other teams.
So what do you do between now and ramping up to when you start on the 27th against Virginia?
You know, we really just have to look at our structure. We're looking to implement maybe a new formation and just looking at the personnel that we have and how they'll fit into those roles, and just really talking to our players about, you know, being versatile, being able to play a couple different positions, because I think we have a really strong core coming back. But what I learned from last spring is that we were vulnerable in the middle back part of our game. So we really need to try to protect that area a little bit better.
You've had a lot of success here, so you have some ideas as to what it takes to be successful and put a program together, but you mentioned something there, and that's adapting a little bit to the personnel that you have as well. So what is it about this team that makes maybe their identity and their personality unique that you want to try to bring out the best of them this fall?
You know, this group has tremendous energy. I think they're very cohesive and very united on and off the field. We just had a great conversation the other day about, you know, just bringing the energy and you know, having those conversations where there's honesty and there's support. And I think that, you know, they're bought in. There's the buy-in from this group, and I just feel so good about it. And all the years that I've been coaching, I feel that these players, more than any other year, they have each other's back and they're supporting each other. And I think when you have a team that's bonded that tightly, that it's going to be tough to compete against them without the X and O's.
Let's talk about an individual, Sophia. What does she do to build on an awesome freshman season?
Yeah, she had an outstanding freshman season. She is just an incredible talent because she hits the ball harder than anyone I've ever seen in all my years coaching. I think it's harder than all the goalies have ever seen. If we can get her to just keep the ball a little bit lower, you know, she just gets on her backhand, and it's very difficult for the goalie to read where the ball is coming. But she just has that scoring mentality. She wants to score, and she can really score from anywhere. Like, she can score pretty much from right off the end line, just because the goalies can't see her shot. But she also, with the strength that she has on forehand or backhand, she has like that finesse around the cage. Like, it's almost like an ice hockey player where like the goalie's down, she can flip it up over them. So it's nice to see her bring that to her scoring game as well this year.
You've relied solely on Bree in goal the last 2 seasons. To have someone that has that experience vocally back there, but also as a stalwart that knows what it's like to go in, day out in the Big Ten, what's that give to your team on the back end?
Yeah, definitely that experience that Bree brings. And I think just that communication she has with our backs. So Elena Voss, who's in our backfield, has worked with Bree a couple years now. So I think those two have good communication skills between them. Kelsey Love will come into the backfield. We have a couple other new players that we're looking to bring back there. But I think that Bree, you know, feels like, you know, she can control the situation in front of her.
Well, I can't let you go without asking about one of the great players to ever play here, now back on staff, Laura Gephardt. What does she add to the staff? She certainly has head coach experience, was a great player here.
Yeah.
It's nice to see her back in Happy Valley.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we're thrilled. We're just like, you know, and she, you know, committed to taking the job. It just was like my heart just swelled, you know, for all of us. And, you know, I've had LB with me for 28 years, a former player as well. And she and I, you know, feel we're very close. And, you know, we talked about, you know, that assistant coaching list. It was really like one or two people, with her obviously being at the top. And when she accepted the job, like I said, we were just like, wow, Laura Gephardt's coming back to Happy Valley. And just when I'm out there on the field yesterday and today, and she's been working with the defense, LB has the forwards, I have like midi skill set. And then we have Annie Zinkavich, who's back as a volunteer with us, working for the goalies. So I have 3 former players working for me this preseason, and I've never been happier walking to a 7:30 preseason practice.
It's nice to have like an extension of yourself almost out there on the field, because you're the one they learned from.
Yeah, and you know what else is really cool is that the players are seeing these alums in a different light. You know, now they may have heard about these players, but now they get to experience, you know, conversations with them, and just seeing, you know, what they have achieved and the pride that they've had for the program and the loyalty to come back. It's outstanding.
Yeah, the legends and the myths now become a real face and a real person.
Yeah.
Char, thanks so much. Good luck this year.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.